I'm very inquisitive.
Oh, I don't know. I guess. Ouch! It's a very, very tricky question. I can't come up with a quick answer for that. But
Okay,
I'm a
perfect.
walking, talking proof that I have nothing to do with Bollywood,
High five.
and I walked in, So yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of The Fact Flashes Talk of the Town. Well, currently we're in the city of Vadodara and Chhatra Sansad 5th Gujarat Conclave is Talk of the Town. And this afternoon I have been joined by Mr. Shakun Batra. He does not need an introduction. So this afternoon we'll be talking about Bollywood currently, the kind of films that are being made, OTT's influence, and a lot more. Thank you so much, Shakun. for being
Sweet,
here
thank
with
you so
us.
much. Happy to be here.
So, Shakun, how is Baroda treating you?
Well, I just came down right now. I walked straight into the hotel. For me to enjoy Baroda, I need to get out, and that will be post the interview. Yeah,
Perfect.
I have plans
So-
tonight. I'm going for a Gujarati thali, which
Oh.
I'm looking forward to. And yeah, I wanna see the Lakshmi Villa.
Yes. Have
That's-
you been here before?
No, I haven't. It's my first time.
It's your first time. So, we hope that you enjoy.
Yes, I know. I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. So, Shakun, we'll begin.
Sure.
You'll be interacting with students today,
Yes.
youngsters.
Yes.
So, what are you going to talk about?
I'm interviewing Sheila, whose life is way more interesting than my life. So I don't think students have to learn from me. I think, if at all, I hope I can ask her questions and her answers can inspire the students.
True. So, you've made a small documentary on her as well. It was on the top 10 Netflix while it came last year during the same time. It's been 1 year. So, how was that journey with Sheila? We spoke to her yesterday as well.
Yes, I think so. That's a documentary I was an executive producer on. I wasn't going with her to all the locations, but I've known Sheila long enough. I think her life, the journey she's had is so extraordinary. She's seen the ups and downs, rags to riches to rags to riches.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to see, to meet such people who've had such varied experiences and hopefully learn from the successes and failures, and hopefully learn the spirit of never giving up and finding the balance. Somebody who's been through a roller coaster can then give you the notes, and I hope the students today can learn a few things and hopefully take the good and leave the bad behind.
I am sure. So now coming to the very, some question that we wanted to ask you. When we talk about your very recent film,
Right.
Gehraiyaan, it was a very intellectual, a very deep film, if I can say that.
It's called Gehraiyaan.
It's called Gehraiyaan, exactly. So that was my question.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Gehraiyaan, it was very gehra. And probably people couldn't dive so much deep into it for them to understand the film. So when we talk about Gehraiyaan, when we talk about Tamasha, for example, Imtiaz Ali, so this kind of deep films, they are not so much accepted by the Indian audience. Do you think that people don't accept it, they don't like it, they don't understand it, or they don't want to watch, content like that?
I don't think there is any one way to look at the audience. Audience is a huge number of people, and to box them as one would be wrong. I do feel that with every film, the audience surprises you. And when I say the audience surprises you, again, I'm not saying they are collectively one thing, And I feel with this film, as you already know, there's a lot of polarization. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of dislike. There were some who won the thing, but for me, the reason I also kind of make films is I'm trying to express myself. I'm trying to do something, and I think there's enough good things in the film and enough to learn from. So for me, there's always something to learn, and there's always something that I feel goes well in a film. So yes, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do more, and hopefully next time around, the polarization will be not so much.
Right. Now, as we talk about your two films before that, that is Ek Mein Aur Ek Tu and Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na.
Janati Ajanana, I was an assistant director on.
Okay,
So
you were
Ek
an
Mere Ek Tu and Kapoor and Sons.
Kapoor and Sons. So all three of these films, let's also consider Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. All of these three films have been rom-coms, right?
Kapoor and Sons is a family
It's
drama.
a family drama, but sort of rom-com if we can consider it. I mean, you would know better.
Yeah.
I'll just
But go ahead.
Yeah. So when we talk about these films, Indian audience usually very easily accepts this kind of content. Right. And with OTT coming in, we have been watching a lot of content that we don't usually watch on the big screen. We have had actors, the usual character actors that we see in the big cinema, them becoming the main actors in all of these web series or documentaries that we witness on OTT. So, do you think that now people have started, in a way, we can say that they have started appreciating a lot to the OTT content that they've seen in comparison to the big screen content? Both of them are very different, I'd say that. But still, do you have a take on this? Maybe my words were not right when I tried to put them back.
No, but I think, as I said, I think the lines are merging. I think we are seeing more very relevant actors now. I don't know if you know of this. Siddharth Malhotra is doing a Netflix show. Varun Dhawan's doing something with Amazon. Shahid is doing something with one of the OTT channels. So I think the idea that only actors who are not A plus or mainstream are doing OTT, I think that's now not the same notion anymore. I think even in the West, we've seen huge stars, do stuff for Netflix and big stuff that's now going straight to OTT. And I think that's going to change. It's only a matter of time, and those lines will merge. Obviously, the kind of content that you'll make for OTT, the kind of content you make for theater, that may get certain kind of demarcation, but that also will be slightly fluid.
True. Now, Shakun, Bollywood, when we talk about it, there is always nepotism that comes with. I'm not going to ask about nepotism.
Sure. I mean,
So,
you can ask me. I'm
okay, perfect.
I'm a walking, talking proof that I have nothing to do with Bollywood.
High five.
And I walked in, so yeah.
All right, perfect. So, has it ever happened that you've done 3 films, right? Have you ever felt that while you had all of these A plus stars with you, like you tell them, have you ever felt that instead of having this one particular actor for this character, if you would have some other one, because usually there's a mentality, I don't know how true is that the producers cast the actors. That's the mentality that normal people have. If that is true, have you ever felt that instead of having this actor, if I would have had some other actor, that they would have done more justice to the role?
I've been very fortunate, honestly. I've worked with some very talented people, and I would say I work with them, and it's helped me kind of make what I've written better, and it's not the other way around. So I've been fortunate. One, I'm sure people have other experiences too, but as I said, I think as a director, the producer can only overwrite you if it's a budgetary constraint. If as you've seen Mr. Prakash speak about their film, which is just 4 crores and 8 crores with no big stars, I think those decisions can be changed depending on what the budget of your film is.
Right. Now, one last question, one fun question, and I hope you just don't say none. So, if you were to cast me in any of your 3 films, what role would you cast me in?
You?
Yeah.
Which role would you like?
Just don't say no.
Which role would you like?
I want you to say, because I want to know where you're fit.
Well, I'd cast you just the way I would cast anybody else. Please audition, so there's no nepotism here. So please come, audition yourself, and then we can see where you fit in.
But as per the conversation that we've been having the last 5 minutes, do you see?
I'll be able to write you a new one, because now I know you a little bit. So I'll be like, I'll write something which works for you.
Which would be?
Which would be in the future. It's not been written, so I don't know what would it be.
Okay, you're being very diplomatic.
I'm not being diplomatic. I mean, I'm being fair. Why would you want to do something somebody else has done? Let me write something that works for you.
Okay, so if you were to write something,
right,
a little bit, what would suit me? Like, what type of role do you think would suit me? I'm very inquisitive.
Oh, I don't know. I guess. Ouch! It's a very, very tricky question. I can't come up with a quick answer for that. But allow me for the next time we be on this set, and maybe I'll come with a little scene for you.
All right, then let me see you in Bombay next time.
Okay, lovely, fantastic.
Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Shakun Batra with us, and over the next few minutes, we'll be talking to a lot more guests that have arrived over here. So, Shakun Batra, as all of us know him for the amazing rom-coms that he's made, and the latest movie Gehraiyaan, which did very well on OTT as well. So, with this and a lot more that you have to know, make sure that you keep watching TFF. Thank you.